Hello, today I'm going to talk about a great series I have watched, and it is One Piece. It is my favorite anime and series of all time. One Piece is an action and adventure series, but for me, it is much more than that. What I really like about it is the message about freedom and how it's make me feel emotionally. The main character is Luffy. He's a pirate, but he is very different from what people usually think about pirates. Luffy is looking for total freedom. He doesn't want to be a hero or a king. He just wants to live freely, and because of that, he has been helping many people during that series. I have watched many series before, but One Piece is different. Luffy cannot stand seeing people being oppressed or treated like slaves. He always follows his own principles, and that is something that I really admire. I think this makes One Piece more inspiring than many other animes. Something I personally like about Luffy is that he is not perfect. He makes mistakes, he's simple, and sometimes he looks childish, but he is very honest. I feel I can't relate to him because he follows what he believes is right, even if the world is against him. This makes me feel motivated. It reminds me that freedom is not about power, but about being true to yourself. I had been thinking about this message a lot while watching the series, and it has changed the way I see freedom. One of the moments that made me really love this series was related to Nami, one of the main characters. I won't explain the story in details, but what I liked was how Luffy helped here without asking for anything in return. This moment showed me that One Piece is not only about fights, it is about freedom and emotional connections. I have seen many emotional scenes in other series, but this one feels more powerful than most of them. The moment stayed in my mind for a long time. My favorite part of One Piece so far is Story of Kuma. In my opinion, it is one of the saddest and most emotional stories in the entire series. Kuma's life has been full of suffering. What really affected me was how he always sacrificed himself for others. I have been watching series for years, and I can say that is his story is one of the most heartbreaking have ever seen. There is one scene that always makes me emotional. Every time I watch it, I cry. Even though it is still affects me deeply, that moment make me realize how powerful this series can be emotionally. For me, Kyume is one of the best written characters in anime. One Piece has been impacting my life in a positive way. I had learned a lot from its character, especially about freedom, loyalty, and friendships. Compared to other series, One Piece feels more meaningful and emotional. I think it's not only better than many other animes, but it is the best series I have ever watched. It's connect action, adventure, and deep emotional in a very special way. Compared to other series I have watched, One Piece feels more human. The characters are not only strong, they are emotional and complex. I have watched many action series, but most of them focus only on fight. In One Piece, the emotions are just as important as the actions. That is why I think it's most meaningful than many other series. It's make me laugh, but it's also make me think and cry. Future, I will continue watching One Piece, and I'm sure I will keep surprise me in the future. I will the story will become even more emotional and meaningful. That is why One Piece is my favorite series and why I think it is truly a great series. Thank you for watching.